Welcome back to my DJ's Radio Spotlight. I'm your host, Shy Bully. Lovely, lovely Zaina in the building. Such a free spirit. I love the free spirit. You know,
that's what I am.
Yes, I love it, and you could tell just because you know when you was expressing yourself as far as not letting nobody control you and doing everything yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean, I love the free spirit. So now that we got the foundation set, we know a little bit about you, where you're from, what type of music you like.
Yes.
Let's talk about current day.
Right.
Let's talk about current day and what you have going on for yourself right now. Obviously, you are part of a band.
Yes.
The band is named
Z-Funk.
See, I like that. So first, before we even get into the makeup of the band and all of that, let's talk about the name of the band, because obviously we all are familiar with G-Funk. I mean, that's a type of genre,
P-Funk.
P-Funk, definitely. So where did you guys come up with the name?
Well, since I put the band together.
I got it. Ding! You know what I mean?
So the actual full name is Z-Funk Tribe.
Right.
And all the guys actually like it. They said we should be. At first, they wanted to call themselves a tribe, and then we like funk and rock music, so. And it's Zaina's band, so
exactly. That's where that
Z-Funk Tribe.
It just clicked. Soon as I asked the question, it was like, ding.
You got it.
I was like, duh, But no, that's cool.
Yeah, so we use the Z a lot, zigga zigga Z,
Right.
When we say crazy, the song Crazy, we put Crazy with Z at the end.
No, it works. I mean, it's branding. I mean, it works,
it's
definitely.
thing.
So it sounds like the band is really, they're supportive of you.
Very
supportive.
So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So what is the band? I mean, you can either name them in their positions or just say the positions, or however you want to do it. What is the makeup of the band?
Well, we have 3 guitar players. Lubo Radkov is from Bulgaria. He's one of the most incredible musicians and writers. They all have, music was all their academics. They all graduated with degrees and whatever.
Some type of music degree.
Yeah. So Lubo is my blonde guy. He's very good at, he's amazing. He's my Slash. I'll tell you that.
That's good.
And he's amazing at writing. We write songs together sometimes. He's just amazing. He writes and he charts everything for the guys, and he hears those symphonic things, because I like to add symphony, into things. And then we have Mike Lockhart, funkiest bass player. Mike Lockhart is my bass player. Cool. He is so beyond funky. And played with a lot of some of the top acts in the industry. When they come to Vegas or whatever, he played behind a lot of people. Cool. And I'm just blessed and honored that he chose to be a part of my band.
Yes, definitely.
Money Stone, he's our character, one of the characters of the group. He plays keyboards.
Okay.
And Money Stone also sings as well. And then there is Robin Calorese.
Okay.
He's also a guitarist. He is the one that looks like a model.
Oh, okay.
And he is the nicest guy. He's like one of my friends. He's like a good friend. We're like brother and sister. Cool. And Robin just graduated from UNLV in music. And he's incredible. And he's just coming up in the whole music business. So I'm glad that we can help him grow, you know, in that. And so he's our youngest one in the band. Cool. And then we have Dante Taylor, who is an amazing musician. He plays keys, he plays guitar, in the band. He plays bass, and he also plays drums. But in this particular unit, he plays keys and guitar. Cool. And then we have the incredible George Dickens, which is my drummer.
Okay, cool.
And boy, what
I've seen drums out there.
I'm very, 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 very picky about drummers. I'm very picky about musicians in general. And I was very picky with these guys. But George, of all the drummers I've had, he knocked me out. Like his rhythm is impeccable, you know what I'm saying? And he just goes. Sometimes he just goes off. We have to stare at him sometimes. Cool. And that's George. And then there's my sister Tina Turner. Not the singer Tina Turner, the real Tina Turner. TLT is what we call her. Cool. Or TNA, because she likes that one. Cool. And she sings with me. She sings background vocals. I also have 2 other background singers, but they're just they're not a part of the nucleus. So I don't bring them all the time because, you know what I'm saying?
that's cool.
I covered everybody. Louisville, Robin, George, Mike, Tina.
I hope, yeah. I mean, it sounds, I mean, that's a full, I mean, you guys got, you got the full experience. I mean, I like that. You know, I'm definitely eager to see you guys showrunner. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's
they're
going to
very talented, very supportive. We rehearse all the time. We rehearse at my house. We call it the fun house.
Oh, cool.
You know, so everything's already set up. You know, I have all my own gear, and then they have their gear, and so it's on.
Cool. So the Phantom Records. Let's get into Phantom Records. I mean, how did that come about? I mean, did they find you? Did you find them? I mean, how did the relationship start with Phantom Records?
I met the CEO of Phantom Records 2 years ago, but at that time I was already involved in another label, another project, and he wasn't sure, whatever. But the project that I was involved in was kind of like, you know, not really going anywhere due to what can I say, political things in the music industry. You know, it was tied up with the politics. Universal, and you know, and so I finally recently decided I need to move on, and so my keyboard player Money Stone, he called up John because they're really good friends.
Oh, cool.
And he said, you know, you got to be my girl, and so he came over. I'm sorry, John didn't even hear my music before.
Oh, wow.
And so he was like thinking of grooming me and putting me into the music and doing my video and voice lessons and all that. And then I said, John, have you went to my website? So he didn't know. And so when he seen everything, he was really, really impressed. Because everything I had already done. It was just like, and then he called me, and soon as John contacted me, John Sims, the moment he contacted me, and we spoke about the music, it just was like this. We've been on the phone nonstop since, like all night. And he calls, all I have to say is Phantom Records and John Sims, they have so much fire. They believe in their artist. And this is, I'm not just saying this.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I've never seen this kind of support and love. I mean, I start feeling special.
Right.
You know?
Oh, no, that's good to hear, you know. I mean, 'cause you hear so many shelf stories, you know. With labels
so he has so many things planned, but they're not like their typical record industry guys. They're grinding. Right. Like constant. He's constant on the phone. And within 2 days, he put me in touch and spoke to, he would say, I'm going to hook you up with this person, and within 5 minutes he have him on the phone, and I'm on the phone, and we're on. I've never seen anything like that. It's like cool. Really, I'm very, very honored. I'm very blessed, you know, and I'm happy to be a part of Phantom Records.
That's
so
cool.
You're gonna hear a lot about Phantom Records very soon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you have a you mentioned in the first segment how you're, you know, you make songs about music and the passion, and you have a song called "Hit 'Em." What is it called? Hit 'Em.
Hit 'Em Hard.
Hit 'Em Hard.
Yes.
You know, your songs tend to tell a story. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What particular story does that song tell? Hit 'Em Hard.
Well, you heard the lyrics, right? Well, that song was written on a personal experience. I've had I work with several different producers, and you know, I told you sometimes it get a little crazy. Right. Well, this particular producer that I worked with, he was very, very crazy. He was from another country, and we get into the fifth song, and he told me to write a song called Mother, about mothers of the world. And that moment I let him hear what I came up with, you know, he sat next to me, start crying, and it was like, oh, okay, it touched him, you know. But then shortly after that, it was like, you gotta be my woman. Oh. And he kind of lost it a little bit, and then he started stalking me and doing all the crazy stuff and said, I'm going to sabotage your career if you don't be with me, and then move out of your house and leave your family. Crazy stuff, right? Okay. Really crazy. And so he was threatening my life as well. And so I left him, and I started all over again. And Hit 'Em Hard was about him, basically, and a symbolic of guys like him. Right. That's, it symbolized guys like him that want us to sell our souls. And that's why the lyrics are the way they are. I'm going to walk and do my own thing, you know. And so shortly after that, I really started doing my own thing, you know, because he was kind of scary. He was really scary. He did some scary things. I won't even say right now.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean,
he did some scary things.
It's just, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's sad that I mean, if I hear about it as much as I do, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, just
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. How crazy, and not only, not just in the industry, I mean, just relationship, guys in general, you know, stalking and things like that. It's crazy. But other than that, I mean, at least, you know, the Phantom Records experience is, you know, definitely.
Yeah, and what I do love about Phantom Records and John Sims is they let the artists be the artist.
Oh man, that touched my soul right there.
You feel me? Right. They come to you because they like what you're doing.
Right.
But once you're in the grasp of these industry executives, a lot of times they try and mold you into something else.
Yes, they do.
But then you lose that creativity.
They do.
And that's the one thing that I like more about the overseas market is like people appreciate for who you are and musically.
Yes.
You know, so here we have to be molded into the hottest artist that's happening at that moment. So what Phantom Records does, and they're really stern on this, is let the artists be the artist. And let's, you know, graduate what you have. Let's illuminate what you already have. And that's what I like about Phantom Records. And I think that's all I needed to hear right there.
Cool.
You know, and with the love they put behind you, it is unreal. I keep thinking they're going to call me and say, oh, it was just a joke. You know what? Or somebody pinch me, you know, I'm dreaming.
That's a good feeling to have.
You know, it's a wonderful feeling. I'm so blessed. And I want to be able to, because I have a label that I started, and I want to later on launch a label under Phantom Records as well, and help other artists. And you know, put them through that thing. Let them feel that wonderful feeling of
I'm
being
pretty sure
you.
it's gonna happen.
Yes.
I mean, you're already a fiery individual.
Yes,
you know
I'm inspired by
exactly.
that. And I'm learning every day.
That's cool.
Every day I'm learning.
That's cool. Well, we have reached another time where we have to unfortunately take a break. Quick break though.
Quick break.
So we'll be right back. You know what I mean? This is a very interesting interview. Definitely. Thank you so much for coming up. You know, coming down, or however way you want to look at it, coming down south.
I'm honored.
Yeah,
I'm honored to be here.
We will definitely be right back. This is my DJ's Radio Spotlight. I'm your man, Shot Bully, and this is the
Zaina Juliette.
There you go. Z-Funk Tribe. We'll be right back.
One girl that could alter the course of history forever. Prepare to be captivated. Prepare to be moved. Like no other. Prepare to be astounded. A powerful warrior.
Welcome back to my DJ's Radio Spotlight. I'm your host, Shot Bully. Now the lovely Zaina Juliette. Free-spirited. She make me free-spirited. You know what I mean? I've always been free-spirited, but you know what I mean? But she just make me get that, you know what I mean? You give me that extra
freedom.
Extra right. But no, so first we learned the background, so we learned a lot about you.
Yes.
Obviously, now we know, currently what you have going on as far as Phantom Records and all that.
Yes.
And before we get into my favorite part of the interview, I just wanted to elaborate, well, not even elaborate, but just I wanted to get a vision of what you guys have for the future. Before we get into, everything going on with, with my games and all of that, let's talk about the direction as far as Phantom Records. I mean, what's the end goal for you guys? I mean, is it, to be your own, empire entity and be that universal, or is it You know what I mean? Okay.
I know that's Phantom Records goal, and they're pretty much there with all the people that he works with and his associates. They're amazing, and he chose the best people in the industry, and they love him. You know,
That's cool.
And I've seen this, so I'm just really amazed at his success. As far as the band, we're planning on being an international artists, international group, and touring the world. You know, my goals, ever since I was a child, my goals, my dreams, and I put it out in the universe so it can happen, is to be one of the biggest entertainers of all time. I mean, I don't
even doubt that. Like, when, you know what I mean? When you say, you know, usually people say that, but like, I literally don't doubt it. Like,
I want to be one of the biggest entertainers of all time. And I never really say it in front of people, but it's just something that I focus on. And I want my band. I want to do some of the biggest shows in the world. I want to collaborate with some amazing artists. And then, you know, I have plans of helping people. I don't want to just, you know, this is so weird, but sometimes people in the industry, they will buy, or people that's already made it successful, they'll go and buy a ring, let's say, for $70 million or $10 million for a ring, right?
Yes.
I would like to take money like that. If I had $10 million to spend on a ring, there's so many hungry kids in the world.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's just one of my passions. I would like to help. And so there's some organizations and charity things that I'm looking into now to add as a part of Z-Funk and Zaina Juliette's organization to help people. And I want to give back. And I really mean that. I'm not just saying that for the camera. It's like I really want to give back. You know, and as growing up, I used to always help the homeless. I go to shelters feed. I helped an organization called Best Friends where you feed animals and all that. And I didn't have very much. I mean, I was just, everything I had, I was trying to help and scrape to help people. And there's nothing like that. I feel that's where you get your blessings.
That's what's up. Yeah. I agree. I 100% agree. You gotta help people. I mean, you
but I want to be one of the biggest entertainers of all time.
I like that, and I can see it. I really can. Like I said, and I'm not just saying that for camera. I can see it. I mean, from the way you carry yourself too. You know what I mean?
And John has things planned already within the first 3 days we talked and we spoke. He's already got tours being set up and lined up in Europe, and
that's all you need.
Yeah.
You get out there to the world, and they get to knowing your name, and it's a wrap. You're gonna take off.
Yeah, I just can't wait. And I'm one of these performers that I don't miss a show.
Oh, I feel you.
Like I'm tired or whatever, I get up there anyway. And that's always me, and I will keep it going until I can't walk. Because if I couldn't walk, I'll be in the wheelchair performing. But you know, that's what I do. It's just I grew up in the theater, grew up on the stage, and that's where I'm gonna stay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's game time. We have two main games. It's nothing big. I like to hype them up, you know. But there is some thought that comes with these games. So it shouldn't be too hard for someone like you, though. The first game, you had mentioned that you want to collaborate, you know.
Yes,
with people.
I do.
All right. So this game has something to do with collaborations. Okay. All right. It's called Dead or Alive. Okay. All right. So the game is called Dead or Alive, and there's only one rule to the game. The only rule is that you only can pick one. Okay. All right. So now the rule. I mean, it doesn't. To clarify, you can only pick one. If it's a band, then you only can pick one band. If it's a person, you only can pick one person.
Got it.
And then it doesn't have to be a specific genre. It doesn't have to be soul rock. It could be any genre from any. And then also Dead or Alive, meaning that person could be post-human, like that. They could be
on Earth or above Earth.
Exactly.
Yes.
They can be dead or alive. You know what I'm saying? But you only got one. So let's say you got your EP all done, right? And you got, let's say, 6 songs ready to go. And that 7th one, you just need that last minute touch, that special touch. And you can choose any artist in the world to make that one song special. Who would that be?
Michael Jackson.
Okay. I like Michael Jackson. Okay, just tell us why Michael Jackson.
Because of his passion, because of his performance, because of his feel on music, and I love how he sings in rhythm, and I love the soothness of his voice, and I love his power. So it would be Michael Jackson.
I like it. Okay, I definitely like that, and I could see that. You know, I mean, a lot of people, they just get up here and they say Michael Jackson just because he's an icon, and That's it. I mean, of course, you can't go wrong. You know, I mean, you want your song to be a hit. But I know, I feel you. But no, that's definitely. I could see, that. I mean, after hearing your music and seeing, what you're about, I can see that.
Fire.
But Michael Jackson, did you know that he didn't like to tour? Did you know that? He actually hated.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but because you got to think about an icon like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He hated touring.
Yes.
Like, he hated it with all his passion. But, I mean,
if he toured with me, he would love it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't know that either until I was watching some documentaries on him.
Wow.
And they actually had to let's say he's doing the interview with me.
Right.
And you have to force him to say he liked touring for the camera just because they didn't want to put a negative.
Well, he kept it real.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's like, Mike keeping it real right now. Y'all can't.
Right.
Filter him and tell him he has to, He still puts on great shows.
Amazing
when he's
shows,
out there.
but once he's on stage.
Exactly. He just don't like the behind the scenes portion of touring. So I don't want to put that out there like he hated actual singing and all, performing.
Yes.
It's just the behind the scenes, waking up and late nights, early mornings, and no coffee, and being hungry, and things like that.
I love his love.
I
love his love, and that's
cool. I can see that, man. I can definitely see that collaboration going, and that would be powerful. So expanding off that game, we're gonna go into another game.
Okay.
All right, this game is called Guilty Pleasures. All right, now.
I like the title. That's a new song.
Right. There you go. Guilty Pleasures is basically a confession by you of music, which might not be much of a confession, but it depends on the person, of something, either a song or an artist or a type of music that you listen to that maybe nobody else in the world, you wouldn't listen to it around your homegirls or your band or anything like that. It's something that only Zaina listens to when she's alone, that you may be ashamed or whatever, I don't know, but just something that any type of music that you...
one thing?
We could expand on this one. Dead or Alive, I like to narrow it because this one is a little bit more free range.
Okay. World music, opera.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I listen to opera when no one's around.
I can see why.
So I can crank it loud.
Right.
But it's something about opera, and so most of the time I don't understand half the things they're saying because it's in, it's Italy, it's in Italian, it's in French or whatever. But it's something about opera I just adore.
That's interesting.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I like that. I've never heard that before. I mean, I've heard opera, but nobody's ever mentioned opera, so it's like intriguing.
Well, that's just one.
Okay, what else?
Yeah.
What else would you listen to that?
I've listened to some hardcore rap.
Oh, there we go. See, now we're talking.
Hardcore rap. Like, I love, Eminem is one of my favorite rappers, and Dre, but it's like, I love to hear the lyrics.
Right.
Even though sometimes I don't agree with the lyrics, but the wordology of it.
Right, exactly.
Is like, they're so clever.
Yes.
And sometimes I can listen to them and I say, oh, I need to use this kind of style in my singing,
Yeah.
But I love some of that hardcore rap with the cursing and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, that's cool. Now you're talking my language. I mean, you see who I got on my shirt and all of that. But
well, John has a female artist coming out, a rapper. I forget her name, but she is incredible.
Oh, that's cool.
And, some of the lyrics that she says as a female it's shocking. I've never heard a female she flows amazing, and she's gonna shock a lot of men.
That's what's up. No, I like that. Hey, they out there. Trust me, they out there.
I was shocked when I heard this girl.
Yeah,
and people looking at me like, you watching that?
Yeah.
But she's hardcore, straight out of Chicago.
Oh wow!
She's
from my hometown, so I definitely gotta hear her.
Yes, John can tell you her name.
Oh yeah, definitely got. I might know her.
But she's just amazing.
That's cool.
Rapper. Oh my God.
Cool. So as far as viewers, everybody ain't lucky like me to be able to get full access to all your links and all that in the email. So how do people, that view my DJ's Radio Spotlight, and people, all over the world, how do they find you guys, you and the Z-Funk Tribe? How do we get a hold of you guys?
They can go to my website, which links you to everything, and that's Zaina, Zaina, Juliette, JULIETTE.com. Or you can also go to Phantom Records Corp. I believe that's it. I got to get the proper spelling. Maybe you can put it on the thing.
Right,
Phantom Records website.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely
But
cool.
if you go to the site, and then they'll link you from everything from there.
Cool. I like that.
Simple.
I love when people have it simple. You know, have SoundCloud, Reverb, iTunes, Spotify. Like,
Yeah,
I was
all
like,
in
come
one
on.
thing.
No, let's just get a website.
One website.
I like that. You know what I mean? So definitely. Do you have any shout outs or anybody that you wanna, you know what I mean?
I'd like to give a shout out to my band, Z-Funk Tribe, and my family, and all of my Facebook friends. I love my Facebook friends.
I hear that.
You know, and all my friends on Reverb. There's a lot of them.
Oh, cool.
So I want to give a shout out to all my friends, all my social media friends, because without them, you know, they really, really helped me in with my numbers and everything. Because, you know, you got to have that these days.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I like to shout out to them. And, my team.
That is cool. Yeah. That is cool. So, you know, so besides touring, you got touring coming up. Is there, do you have a project, like something that we can, like, in studio, or you just we're about to perform it right now?
I have a lot of songs already completed that I did on my own. They're ready to go, mixed and mastered. But there's this one song that we're getting ready to do called Warrior. It's talking about strong women, the strength of women, and it's a soldier type of song. Warrior, warrior. So we march in the streets and everything.
I like that.
And so I'm going to complete the song in a few days, and then John and I are casting the music video, by the way. December 8th, we're having dancers and everybody come out in Las Vegas at Backstage Studio, and we're going to hire a lot of dancers to represent different women of the world, different races. They're going to be the warrior women. And this is going to be the first single they release, and that song is going to be very powerful because it's something to do with strength in women.
Right.
So that's the one thing we're working on at this very moment.
I like that. I like that.
So
I'm looking forward
wonderful.
to it. I mean, warrior.
Yeah,
Okay,
warrior.
I like that.
Stand up if you're a warrior.
I like
Be
that.
strong because you're a warrior. Yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
It's definitely been a pleasure to
Thank you.
talk to you. I mean, you know, to hear the passion, you know, to
Thank
see
you
the
for
passion.
having
Like,
me.
oh, no problem.
Yes.
Anytime you need help, you know, My DJ's Radio, we're here for you.
Yes.
You know, like I said, it's a blessing to see somebody with, you know, talent, you know, not only just the talent, but, you know, the right mindset to be able to come out here and be strong and, as you said, you know, get away from the sharks. You know what I mean, and
too
get to
many
that
sharks.
island. Yeah.
That's
That
okay.
is
I know
cool.
how to handle the
That's
sharks.
cool. That's cool. Well, we are definitely about to get up out of here.
All right.
Like I said, it's been a pleasure. I am your host, Shy Bully. This is Zaina. You know what I mean? Juliette, I don't want to forget that part because that's part of your...
Zaina Juliette.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Zaina Juliette, you know. I didn't know. I remember when I first seen it, I'm like, I hope it's Zaina. I hope it's Zaina because I don't want to say Zaina and then people think warrior princess, but you know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
warrior.
But then I was
Hey,
thinking about
warrior.
it, it all comes together, you know what
Yes,
I mean? And then it comes
yes.
full surface. But yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
know,
Thank you for
no
having
problem.
me.
Make sure you guys stay tuned later in the week for the showrunner because they're about to tear it up.
Yeah.
All right. But in the meantime, this is My DJ's Radio Spotlight, and we'll see y'all next week, man. See you later.